Hey guys, it's Filmer, and I have another Pokemon Go spoofing tip video for you, and this one is about the 3 strikes that you should know that you get when you're spoofing. Now, a lot of people might know this, and I might be a little bit late on this video, but it's better late than never. So, the first thing I want to talk about is if you're new, you gotta know these things, and if you're an experienced player that spoofs a lot like me, you already know this, or you've already gone through what I'm about to tell you. So the first thing that we're going to talk about is your first strike warning. And your first strike warning is a warning that Niantic gives to you to tell you that they know that you've been using a third party sometime around, whenever a new event comes out. This is a red warning, and I'll show you up right here that this is what you get after spoofing or using some kind of third-party app besides, the ones for iOS and Android. I don't know, like IV calculators. I don't know, ones that you gotta actually log in, which is stupid. I suggest not using those because that is a waste of time. The only ones you should actually be using are IV Calci and or Calci IV, whatever it's called, for Android, and then for iOS you should be using PokeGenie. But other than that, so this is the screen that you usually get. It says that this is your first strike against your account. It would last approximately 7 days. The first time I got this, it was just a scare tactic that Niantic put out a whole year ago. I never got shadow banned. Apparently some people did get shadow banned. But that would be your first strike technically. And then like it popped up again, so I got my red warning again on my main twice, which is rare. That never happens. But the first time was just a scare tactic. The second time was a serious note, and I was shadow banned for 14 days. Now, if you don't know what a shadow ban is basically you can't see any rare or uncommon Pokemon. You can only see common Pokemon, and that's it. You can do raids. You can basically do everything else that you wanted to do while spoofing. You just can't snipe for certain Pokemon. Sniping is really hard to do now. You still can do it, but on Poco Plus you have to be a donator to snipe, and you could use a Unisquare hack that allows you to still teleport, but you wouldn't be able to find anything because, again, you're shadow banned and you don't have much room to really do much. You can't really catch anything unless you're doing a raid or you're catching very common Pokemon. So you don't have to wait out this 7 days. You can. I did on my main originally when I had 14 days against my account instead of the 7. The new accounts that I use a lot of alternate accounts, and that is to keep myself safe and my main account safe. I usually, on my alternate accounts, I just play right through it. I don't even care. And you know what? It'll still go away. Some people say it'll elongate it, but that's not always true. It wasn't true for me. I just kept playing on the accounts for 7 days straight. Spoofing in my favorite area in New York City, as you can tell, is 6 Pokestops, 1 gym, so that's 7 stops that you can get items from. I'm using a non-team account. I've been spoofing on this for about 4 days. Sorry, I was gonna say 5. Tomorrow will be my 5th day on it. 4 days so far. 4 total days. I'm 22 on it. Just I got my gacha hooked up to it, and that's exactly what everybody should be using as a gacha at all times. Pokemon Go Plus, if you like. I prefer the gacha. I think it's a better overall automatic catcher. But with that being said, that's my alternate account. That's just a tester. I'm using a no team because I want to see if I can get a red warning with no team. Obviously, it's pretty obvious I'm going to get it either way. I just want to know how long it's going to take. And then once I get a red warning, I'll switch to a team real quick, make another account. This one I'm just basically using it to trade and find some rare Pokemon, especially shinies. I only got a Magikarp right now and a couple other things I'm going to be trading at the very bottom. Trying to get all those Chanseys, Porygons, transfer them to my main or my second account. But anyways, so I'm going to talk about the second strike. Now the first strike, there's not much you can do. All I can tell you is play the 7 days through if you want. If you don't want to play through the 7 days, switch to a different account. You know, keep your main, your most favorable account. Keep it away from these these spoofing hacking apps like Union Square and Plus Plus. Stay away from those. Just spoof on alternate accounts if you gotta. Keep your main away from these hacks, guys, please. I learned it the hard way, and I got actually I got lucky. I never got permanently banned on my main. I'm surprised, and I should have. If Niantic took the time to look at my account, it would have been gone instantly. No questions asked. Wouldn't even be able to fight it. Alright, so the second strike, you're not going to have a warning sign. Typically, this will just happen. You won't even know. You'll log in, you'll get this screen that I'm going to show you. It's kind of weird. It's like a screen that's nothing to be worried about usually. Failed to get game data from the server. That's usually not good, but sometimes that might be because you're in a bad Wi-Fi. You can close the app, reopen it, restart your phone, reopen it, reopen the app. Should be okay, but usually you'll get this if you have a 90-day ban. And the second strike against your account, whatever account you're using, is a 90-day ban, and it's going to last that long. Because when I had this on my main, it lasted for 90 days. That's 3 whole months of not even playing on the account. And the only way you can get away from this is you have to wait or switch to another account. I thought my account was banned. This is when the craze was going on back in around April. When I made a video. I feel bad about making the video because I posted up Poco++ Impactor hack, the one that you can download through a Mac. Sorry, this is only iOS if you haven't noticed by now. I posted it up there on YouTube. It got like lots of views, and I feel bad because that was the video to get a lot of people permanently banned and get their first strike against their account, and second strike, even their third strike. So a lot of people got permanently banned from that video. I know some other people posted videos like that. I do feel sorry about that, and actually kind of like discouraged me from making videos. Because I actually thought my main account was gone. So if it was gone, I was gonna actually kind of just stop playing Pokemon Go altogether, because I invested so much money into my main, and I invested so much time into making my account amazing that I just didn't want to do it anymore. But that's not the case. I got lucky. I emailed Niantic. I asked what was going on with my account. I got this. I got the failed to get game data from the server. So it took me 3 days to get in contact with Niantic, asking what was going on with my account. Then he sent me an email back saying that it was a 90-day ban and I would get it back in 90 days. This is true. I actually did get it back in 90 days, and the account had no red strikes against the account. Nothing was deleted. Everything was perfectly fine from the day I actually got my 90-day ban, my second strike. I got very lucky. So basically, I'm just going to let you know that if you continue to spoof on your main account, your favorite account, just remember, if you get the second strike on your account, that is going to be a 90-day ban. You're going to have to wait it out. It's going to be a long time. But for me, it was well worth it. Nothing really came out that was really important. No, Gen 4 never even got released. I thought it was. Just a couple of shiny days, community days I missed, like Charizard and Tyranitar. I really wish I got a chance to do those. I should have done them legitly on my second account. On one of my second accounts, it's like some crappy Valor account. I should have done it. It's actually, that account is definitely really good for me right now because it's old enough where I can trade to my main and I'll get some luckies, because some of those Pokemon on that account are from like 2016, and I spoofed on that account because thinking before even legendaries came out, I just thought that everybody that would get a legendary was correlated to the team that you picked. So I'm Mystic, and I thought Articuno would be my legendary, and my aunts have Instinct and they have Zapdos, so I thought we were going to be able to trade at some point in the time, but that never happened. So So the next thing I want to talk about is the last strike, and that's your third strike against your account. Now this strike is definitely going to be a termination of your account. It's going to be a permanent ban. You might never get this back. So be aware that after the second strike, after your 90 days, don't spoof on that account. Your chances are going to greatly increase because your account's already been flagged multiple times, obviously more than once. So your third strike is definitely going to be the end of this account. So if you get this warning, you're gonna get this message that pops up. Your account has been permanently terminated for violating the terms of service. I've never gotten during the second strike. I never got your account's been suspended. That actually took 2 months into the second strike. That I was probably only like 35, maybe 60 days in, and then I got that. So I knew that it's just a suspension, not a permanent ban. So I knew that right away. Niantic wouldn't lie to me and just say, "Oh, you're banned for 90 days," and just say that it's terminated. That's not. They kept their word, so I actually got lucky with that. But on the third strike, you're basically done. Now I've heard some rumors. Some rumors of this guy in this Facebook group. I don't know his name, but he did say that he got caught on his third strike. It was a permanent ban. He emailed Niantic saying that him and his family travel a lot. They go to a ton of different countries and they always play a lot of Pokemon Go. He said that he just threatened them with a lawsuit of some kind. I don't know typically what it was. I just kind of skimmed through his message when he said this. He just complained a lot to Niantic, and eventually they actually gave it back to him. I don't know how much I believe in that, but do what you can. Make up something that could get Niantic in trouble in some kind of legal term. For me, that's just so much fucking crap that I don't want to deal with. And I mean, you shouldn't, let's be honest, you shouldn't be on your main account spoofing once you've already been past your 90-day strike. Now, I don't know if this is true or not, but a lot of people have just skipped the second strike and go from the first, a red warning, to a straight permanent ban. I don't know. I've just speculate that a lot of people on Facebook don't know what's really going on. This video is for you guys and everybody else. I'm pretty sure that this is all in order because I've heard about the 3 strikes. A lot of people know about these 3 strikes against your accounts. I had to make this video for you guys. I know them and I'm abiding to all these rules. I just make sure that I make multiple accounts so I'm not in this predicament anymore. Having 5-6 accounts and getting a red warning on freaking all of them, that's okay. I mean, I'm just gonna make another one. It's not a big deal. I just make sure that these accounts that have my first strike against them, I'll spoof a little more cautiously. Technically, I don't even teleport. With this account that I have, that is a no team. It literally only stays in this one spot. I've done a couple of auto walking. Maybe I've only auto walked for about maybe 100 kilometers. Not really a big deal. Really nothing. But right now I'm just trying to get it up there quickly, get some levels into it. I got some stuff I'm going to trade, but not really a big deal. But anyways, so that's it for the third strike. Do what you can, if you get in that problem, but I would just say bye-bye to that account. Just start a new one. Again, don't use your main. Don't use a favorite account to spoof that much. All you can do is go up to your first strike, and once you get past that, you're open to a second strike, and then you're open to a 90-day ban. So I wouldn't recommend that because once you're in that 90-day ban, you can't do anything. You can't even send gifts to your other accounts if you want to do trading, trading for shinies, and that's what I'm basically doing. That's why I'm making multiple accounts, so I can get the shinies I want. You can go shiny hunting all you want on a different account. It doesn't matter. That account, that's a account that you expect to throw away once you get caught. So, just give yourself time. Spend some time sending gifts to your accounts. If you really care about getting Muse and the Celebi, then just do that. Do those quests pretty quick. Transfer, get in and out, get the hell out of there, get another account, So that is it for the 3 strikes. But the one last thing I want to talk about, I could do a whole video on this, but I'm going to be real short on it, is that don't let anyone tell you that there is one hack out there that's safer than the other. That's not true. Technically, none of them are safe. So I've seen a ton of videos and a lot of people talking, Poco ++ donated version, Cydia Impactor version is the safest version of all hacks. Technically, no, it's not. It's not any safer than a 2-2 app that's Union Square. Everyone's like, oh, well, everyone's got the red warning because of Union Square on 2-2 or App Valley or Tweakbox. It's not even true. Don't let anyone say that one app is safer than the other, because none of them are safe. You're on a third-party app. Niantic knows you're using them. They're flagging you because you got the red warning because you're doing something that they can see that we still don't know specifically what is actually causing the red warning. We just know that we are just playing out of an element that Niantic already knows. So technically, there is nothing that is safe. Don't let a YouTuber tell you that this hack is safer than the next, because it's not even true. Now, that is somewhat true for what I know about Android users, but for iOS users, you only have two options right now, and that's Poco++ and Union Square hack. And those are the two major hacks that we use on iOS. I prefer to use ++. I use the Tweakbox++ because it's easy, it's convenient. I don't have to use Cydia Impactor every time I want to download that hack. Sometimes I want to delete the hack real quick, put on the original hack for my second account. Technically, this is what I use. I use my phone, my real phone, and then I use a Gen 6 iPod to spoof on. I don't even use my real phone to spoof on. Just because I want my main account on my phone, and I want my spoofing hack and my hacked Pokemon Go on my iPod, and I can just use Wi-Fi when I'm at my apartment, and when I'm playing legit, I use hotspot, and it's not the greatest. I'll tell you, my avatar just runs wherever it wants to. It's never accurate. When I was doing the Multi-Race event, I had to, spoof a tiny bit right next to me, and that's how I got caught on my second account. So that is my first warning. I don't want a second warning, so I just play legit, and that's about it for that account, because I got a lot of shinies on it, and I want to get up to best friends, and right now I'm only like 30 days away. So I'm going to wait the 30 days, transfer everything, and then maybe I might not care about that account, but I do have 6 other accounts that I can back up on. So with that being said, don't let anyone tell you that one hack is safer than the next, because none of them are safe. Not a single one. Even if you're donating to Poco++, that's bullshit. You shouldn't have to donate $5 a month to teleport. So guess what? If you want to teleport and you're on an account you don't care, download Union Square, because you can still teleport there, get the things you want, go to the event that's going on right now in Korea, come back, get all the shinies you want, save it, start up a new account. It's a lot of work, but this is what you got to do right now, because you can't snipe anymore on Poco++ without donating. I'm not donating $5 a month. I can do it. I can afford it. I'm not doing it because it's stupid. It's not safe. It's not safe at all. There's so many people out there that think it's safe. It's not. Don't even trust them. I know it's not safe because every problem I've ever had with Pokemon Go hacks is all ++. Never had a problem with actual Tutu, but I'm not saying that I'm not going to get in trouble from it, because everyone's got red warnings from Tutu. That's a Union Square hack, but Poco++, yeah, I've had so many problems with it. I don't trust it anymore. I don't think any of you guys should trust it. My main account's so good. I'm all done. I'm all legit now. It's weird. It sucks, but I'm all legit. Any more questions, let me know in the comments, and I'll get back to you guys. And, spread the word. Peace out. Later.